Well, as the nation pauses to honor those who lost their lives in the September 11th terrorist attacks, Robert Eisenhart mourns the loss of his friends and his co-workers who were killed at New York's World Trade Center during the attack on the Twin Towers.
He now lives in Johns Creek, and Fox 5's Deidre Duke spoke to him today about that horrible day. Deidre?
Yeah, Eisenhart told me that he began his day watching television, as he does every year on this day, watching a 9/11 memorial, and said he broke down when the first bell rang at 8:46, marking the time when the first plane slammed into the North Tower.
It emotionally hits me every year. I don't think it will, but every year it hits me very strong and true.
Robert Eisenhart was in the South Tower when a hijacked airliner struck the building on 9/11/2001.
I survived this terrible thing. I'm here. Whatever bad happened down there, I'm alive.
Eisenhart worked as a system administrator in Aon's New York offices at the World Trade Center. He lost 19 friends who worked alongside him in the consulting division. The company lost 176 employees.
Painful, painful, painful. It has gone away over the years, but this morning at 8:46, when they ring the bell, it all comes back. They were good people.
Eisenhart was talking to a co-worker on the 101st floor of the South Tower when the first plane struck the North Tower at 8:46 a.m.
What sounded like a fall of a pile of pallets, and saw papers, smoke blowing around. We thought maybe a transformer had blown up or something.
He and other colleagues, unaware it was a terrorist attack, began evacuating down a stairwell after a colleague told them to clear out of the office. Many of those same employees would head back upstairs soon after, unaware of the impending threat. At 9:03, the second plane struck the South Tower between floors 77 and 85. Eisenhart was on floor 74. Thankfully, he had not headed upstairs, a decision that may have saved his life.
When the South Tower was hit, I was 4 floors below that fireball. I ran. I hit those staircases. I had about 20 stairs of nobody, still not knowing really what had happened. Got to the ground, went out through the underground mall, came up to the surface, looked back behind me, saw both towers burning away.
The Johns Creek man says it wasn't until several hours later, once he'd finally made it home and watched television, that he realized the totality of what happened. Amazed he survived.
I'll never forget that feeling of just like, I'm here. And it never goes away.
And Eisenhart said he has only visited Ground Zero once since the attacks. That was in 2011. He called it an emotional experience, one where he could sense the spirits, he said, of his departed friends during his time there.
Such compelling memories. Deidre, thanks.